I'm Aubrey. What's going on, guys?
And dude, we just finished watching the 5th episode of Book of Boba Fett.
Mm-hmm.
We did our reaction to it, so now we're ready to actually get right into the details.
Oh, by the way, the chain reaction's already up.
Exactly. So man, I'm sure after this, if you guys want to have some time to look into the chain reaction, it was amazing. I even did a Big Brother reaction, so
Yeah.
I can't wait for you guys to watch that as well. But yeah, man, let's get right into this. We're trying to keep it a little short, so as long as we can, about 30 minutes to an hour.
We'll try to keep this conversation 30 minutes because, of course, it is 1:03 a.m. We just finished this episode, which is 52 minutes. Is it 52 or 51 minutes?
It was 51 minutes. But what made it so dope was just the fact that Mando came out, man. That was just like...
This whole episode's all about, it's all about Din Djarin.
Yeah, you didn't get to see...
I thought maybe you were going to get like maybe one scene, just maybe one quick scene introduction and a quick scene. But this whole entire episode is about Din Djarin.
Yeah, dude, it was nuts, man. I mean, it all starts out with him looking for a bounty. He's looking for Kabah. What's his name? Kabah Bias. He is the guy who he was actually looking for to get his bounty. And also, I think he was also doing it because he wanted to get information. You know, in regards to where the Creed, the actual Creed was at. So I'm sure after he got that, he went to go meet with them, and you can tell that they haven't seen each other in a while.
Dude, I thought he was gonna lie. I thought he was gonna be like when the armor was like, "Have you ever taken out your helmet in front of everybody?"
Yeah.
He paused and I was like, "Oh shoot, should I tell the truth? I mean, is there any way they can find out?" He paused for a second, and then of course he said, "Yes, I did."
Yeah. Then he had to do the walk of shame.
Three times. You know, one with IG-11, one with Bill Burr's character, and of course one with Grogu. But of course, in front of Grogu, I mean, in front of everybody else, everyone else saw my face already.
Dude,
so, yeah.
Tell me about that dark saber. That shit looks so awesome.
Yeah, I love seeing the dark saber in action again.
Yeah.
And the way he wielded it, it was really good. See, here's one thing I learned about the dark saber that I didn't know too much about, maybe because I didn't pay too much attention when I was watching Clone Wars and how the dark saber was forged. I did not know that the darksaber was created by someone who is half Mandalorian, half Jedi.
Oh yeah,
which makes a lot of sense.
Dope. What was his name?
The person who forged it was
Tara Vizsla.
Tara Vizsla.
Yeah,
Tara Vizsla
so
was
the House of Vizsla was the one who actually forged it.
Yeah, half Mando, half Jedi. So Tara Vizsla is in relations with Paz Vizsla, which is that big Mandalorian guy. So it's like, oh yeah, my family has created this, my ancestors has created this, and it should come back to our house.
He thinks that it came back to him, but he couldn't earn it. He couldn't win it. So
yeah, you have to earn it by combat. I love the fact that they explained what happened with Bo-Katan, because in Clone Wars, was it Clone Wars? No, it was Rebels. It was Rebels. Yeah, where Sabine just handed the darksaber to her, and you're not supposed to just
hand it down. And I guess that was a curse. Like, let's think about it. Because look, all right, but in reality, did Sabine really earn that darksaber? Because she just found it.
How did Sabine have the darksaber in the first place?
She found it in this it was a pyramid where they went in, and Darth Maul was there.
Okay,
remember
Darth Maul. This is in Rebels, right?
Not in Rebels. This was in
Clone Wars.
No, not Clone Wars. This was in. Oh no, it is Rebels.
This is Rebels. Yeah, Rebels.
Yeah, Rebels.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in Rebels. So she happened to find it. Ends up giving it to Bo-Katan, and at that time she took it because she was so desperately wanted to become the leader. And
after her sister passed.
So then, look what happened. She got cursed. The whole village, the whole
clan went down. So there's a curse. If you're just to take,
you're not earned it.
If the darksaber is just given to you, and you're just to receive it without combat, then I guess that's a curse within the House of the Mandalorians or the clan of the Mandalorians, depending on the clan here. That's very, very interesting. A lot of callbacks to this episode, especially with episode 1 of Star Wars. We get the N1 Starfighter which
Oh
was
yeah,
also Starfighter for the Queen of Naboo, and we of course we all
yeah,
know who the Queen of Naboo was, right?
dude, that
So we
was
get a
so.
call back. We get a souped up Naboo. We get a souped up N1 Starfighter,
Yeah, the N1 Starfighter was just
and
so quick. You saw
nice and
that?
sleek. Pimp my ride,
Yeah, they turned it from a hunky junk to like all of a sudden all star.
and he's just going
Crazy.
Mach 10, Mach 25,
Yeah.
Mach 1000 with this
Yeah, no,
Starfighter.
look at how exactly what happened with the Republic because they were like, we're not even gonna chase you, we're not even gonna go and report it because that's just gonna take up all of our day just to go and write the report. They're like, just
Well,
let
they
them
can't
leave.
catch up to him.
But
You ever watched Tokyo Drift's Fast and Furious Tokyo
mhm.
Drift? So when Han and that one guy who was the main protagonist of that one movie, so he meets up with Han, and then he was driving the car, and then Han's like, "Go ahead, just run through these cops. Don't worry about it." Right, and so he ran through the cops and stuff,
And
and
then
past the
even
cops, and the
bother.
cops were just like, "Oh, no, they're
We're
not
not
gonna,
gonna try.
we're not gonna even try, man. We can't even catch up to that
Yeah,
that Supra. I
dude,
don't know if it was a Supra. I think it
that
was a
thing was
Supra
just
or
so
Volkswagen or
super
something.
modified to the
Yeah,
hell. Like, dude, that was nuts, dude. It was, and like, dude, I enjoyed from the start of the episode how they did a sweet ass introduction of bringing back Mando, and
yeah,
and you can tell that Mando he's going through a lot just so he can go see Grogu.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
that even at the end when he met up with Fennec and she offered him a job and saying, "Hey, can you help out Boba?" He was willing to do it out of kindness without even getting paid. But
Wait,
first,
wait.
he wanted to make sure.
Are we gonna have a? So are we not gonna have a Mandalorian season 3? Is this gonna be where? Is it gonna help Boba Fett in one episode just because they need to fight the Pikes, so he need backup, or is it just gonna join Boba completely because for some odd reason he's not complete. I don't know if he's disowned from the Mandalorian or if they, you know what I mean? Because of course
No, I feel like
he.
that's. I just feel like they're going to
Oh, go ahead.
eventually. What they're going to do is they're going to probably introduce what's going to be the season 3 of Mandalorian. I bet you something's going to happen.
Well, he's going in Mandalorian season 3. He's going to go back and he's going to go look for Grogu again.
Hmm.
And I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if he's going to fight Luke. No, I don't think that's
Who
going to
else is
happen.
going to? No, I thought he's going to fight him, but I feel like he's going to run into
Like, give
more.
me back my kid.
Yeah, give me back my child. I don't like how he's being trained to disown everyone.
Oh, if you guys have any questions, if you guys have any comments, go ahead and lay the comments below. And, we'd like to see your comments, and that way we can start a conversation about this episode. But I really like this episode. This is a full episode of Din Djarin. There is no Boba Fett in here. Towards the end of this episode, we do see, Fennec Shan. She reprises her role, and she comes back. Ming Na Wen reprises her role as Fennec Shan, and she comes back, and
She was
they're
happy to
good.
see him. You could tell. Look how happy she was. She's like, "Hey,
We need some muscle.
we need some muscle. It's not even a job. It's just we just need you to come through for us. We're about to get down with some pikes, and we're just trying to take over this
Yeah, yeah,
shit."
yeah, yeah. At first I thought, when that one, because remember that ring planet, right?
Yeah,
So remember they were like asking me, "Hey, we have another job for you." I thought they were gonna give him a job to look for Boba.
yeah. That was a
I
good.
thought, and I thought he was gonna go,
And who would have
clash
thought it would have
with
been
Boba.
all because he just got disowned from his clan. He needs to go redeem himself. At what was it that he had to go do? He had to go look for to go get redeemed at some like I forgot what was the name of the
Which one?
location.
You talking?
When she said when the craftsman what's her name?
You mean the armor?
The armor. When armor said the only way you could redeem yourself is by having to go into this place and doing this and that. That's the only way he could redeem himself.
Okay.
So that's what he decided to go do, and then but it's crazy how they took him straight to Tatooine. But I see it now was just to get which was supposed to be the Razor Crest, and it turned
No,
out not to be.
he needed a replacement for the Razor Crest.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what
So
I'm
that's
saying.
why he went to the mechanic and
And,
said
and he got
that,
tricked
that's
because
okay.
she
So
told him to.
he got the bounty, enough bounty to get a new ship. So that was the whole point of him going back to
And he got a
Tatooine.
free upgrade on his armor, and they took care of him.
And the ship that he got was of course an old N1 starfighter that we saw in episode 1 of Star Wars, which is the Phantom Menace. And I believe Anakin as a child was riding that starfighter as well. At first I thought it was a
The N1 Starfighter.
At first, I thought that Anakin as a young child was, at first I thought that was what do you call that? What do you call that? The pod racer. I thought it was a pod racer that Anakin rode, but no, of course it was the A1 Starfighter, which is the starfighters for the Queen of Naboo. But yeah, young Anakin was actually riding one of those. So you don't remember?
Yeah,
He
like
had
he
R
was
two D
child.
two in there, and he was a kid, and then
Yeah.
he went to go fight the other team, and that's when Qui Gon and Obi Wan was fighting Darth Maul, and then Qui Gon was like, Anakin, whatever you do, stay in that ship. Okay, that's a very bad Qui Gon
Dude.
impersonation. It's like, whatever you do, Anakin, do not leave that ship. And then it's like, okay, if you say so.
He's like,
And then he tells
he
R2.
told me not to leave the
he tells
ship.
R2D2. Remember, Qui Gon said never to leave the ship, so we're staying in the ship.
Yeah,
and then he went into the
handle the whole thing as a child.
Yeah.
That was crazy, man.
So yeah, that was a really really good episode. I love this episode.
Yes.
Um,
I keep saying that they're all my favorite episodes, but this far by just bringing Mando.
This is by far
Yes.
one of my favorite episodes. I jumped at every callback. I jumped at every.
There's a lot of good callbacks, dude.
There's a lot. There's a lot. Oh, there's also that one when Armorer was talking about the history of the Mandalorians with her clan. There was, you know how there was an explosion. We did see some of those other robots in there, and there's this one robot that reminded me of that one robot. It was a callback from Rogue One, that big like robot. So those are like those Terminator type of robots.
So those are the ones that end up destroying all the.
Somewhat, yeah.
Yeah, because they were talking about what had happened after that. They just went and destroyed.
Yeah.
That's how Bo-Katan lost her everything. But I mean, what does that mean? Does that mean that she's dead or what
Who's
happened?
dead?
Bo-Katan. Because after she
not dead.
Well, no, but I'm just saying because she had the dark saber before. After that, she loses it.
There's no way. No, she's not dead.
Oh no, that's true. Because after that, we don't know what happened after that.
Yeah, she's still around. Bo-Katan never died. No.
No, that was like the creep from before she was ruling.
Yeah. I want to talk about man, this Ring City is really cool. I like this Ring City. It reminded me.
Yeah, Halo.
Yeah, the Halo Ring City. Like some of the like the architecture of that Ring City reminded me a lot of Dead Space. If you ever played the game Dead Space.
Yeah, 1 and 2. I just never got to play the third one.
The third one was there. I played both 1, 2, and 3. But yeah, that Ring City alone reminded me of Dead Space, and I might want to revisit Dead Space again just to see the architecture and the build of the game. But yeah, man, loyalty and solidity is the way.
Yeah, this is the way.
Yeah, I love the fact that when he went like Mach 10, Mach whatever with that starfighter at the end, he says wizard.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I guess
wizard.
that's like another
how was
term.
it? Wizard.
Yeah, very wizard.
Yeah, he was excited.
Very cool. Yeah, man. I mean, other than that, this is a very cool episode. I really did not think at first when I saw the silhouette of Mando, I was like, oh, it's Mando, right? But I was just joking.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, when he
when
came
popped
out,
we were like,
when he
what?
came out, I was like, oh shit!
I bet you everyone's
Dave.
reaction. This is gonna be a good chain reaction. I can already tell.
Yeah, definitely gonna be a chain reaction on this one.
Crazy.
Again, if you guys haven't heard yet, but the chain reaction is already up, so go ahead and check that out. Once you're done with this video, and let's know what you think about that chain reaction. Of course, there's going to be more chain reaction coming up.
It's gonna be worth it. I'm telling you. Watch the chain reaction. I just literally watched
this chain reaction, this video,
Big Brother reaction.
This chain reaction on this video is going to be very long, dude, because it's a 51-minute episode.
Yeah.
So
imagine everybody.
There's going to be a lot of
reaction.
stuff in there. Yeah. So yeah, man. I don't know what else to say. This has been directed by Bryce Dallas Howard. Very well done. Very well done with this episode.
Oh yeah.
I really miss Din. I miss Din. I miss this Mandalorian. And the fact that he's trying to find his way back to Grogu again, I think that's really sweet. And even that little handkerchief is like the shape of Grogu's like face and ears and something. Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
Also, there's more callbacks on that one robot And if you guys go to if you guys go to Disneyland, if you ever been to Disneyland and Star Tours, there's that one little robot that kind of narrates the whole entire ride. So I recognize that robot too.
Cool.
There's a lot of droids here from like different films from both the past and current and like the future Star Wars films.
Yeah.
So anything else you wanted to mention?
Dude, we literally talked about all the best parts.
Did we say too fast or did we not break it down enough?
No, it's not much to break down because in all reality, like it wasn't really much other than just bringing back all the old characters, just to reminisce it. But it was just something chill, just to introduce that Mando's gonna be around for the next episode.
That fight scene, by the way, is really cool.
Oh,
I really
awesome.
love that fight sequence.
Yeah. From the beginning.
Yeah, from the beginning.
Yeah, that was
when
insane.
He was fighting the
way he killed
platoon.
him.
Yeah.
I called it too. I can either bring you in cold, I can bring you in warm.
Yeah.
Either way, and this is exactly what he said.
Here's my thing about Mando though. Like when what's his name? Paz Vizsla said, I want to challenge you for the dark saber. I didn't think Mando would say yes because he's injured. He's not 100%. For him to be like, oh well, like yeah, like
in our reality,
I agree.
He has no reason to say no because technically
you have to
he
say yes.
earned that thing, which means he's the leader. He has to make sure he protects it. He can't turn down any
So
any
he can't rest for like 15-30 minutes before he starts a fight.
Well, no, because didn't you hear like the way she was telling them like, hey, there was lined up to 20 Mandalorians trying to challenge to try to win that. So imagine the people who really were the true rulers of the darksaber, they would be able to take down up to 20 Mandalorians to show their leadership. Like, yo, I am the top dog in this clan.
It's kind of like Ash Ketchum. Like when you're challenging someone for a Pokemon battle, like you can't say no. You just have to challenge them. No?
Good reference.
Yeah, so love this episode. I'm gonna give this episode a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, same here.
So there's no Boba Fett at all in this episode. This
and
is
no Grogu.
Pure Din Djarin. Pure Din Djarin episode. Like literally Din just like took over this whole episode and just like move away Boba Fett.
That's like this is Mandalorian's not over yet.
Yeah, I'm still here, So so we're gonna see Mando crossover again in the next. Well, actually no, because he said he needs to go back and see his little friend, so we might not even see him in the next episode.
Maybe not the next episode, but we'll
maybe
see
at
him
the
on
end.
the next.
Probably at the last episode, he's gonna come back with Grogu.
Either that.
I think he's gonna come back with Grogu on the last episode. Mark my words, the last episode of Boba Fett, he's gonna come back with Grogu. I don't know what Grogu's gonna do.
Dude, if that's the case, Grogu, I'm sure by that point he's gonna have so much training.
What if Grogu's already a teenager?
Well, you won't be able to really see
1 year? No.
Well, no, I doubt it. How long?
Maybe he grew like maybe 2 inches or something like that.
How long do you really think it was?
How long does it take for Yoda Grogu's species to grow into a teenager? Like,
well, look at Master Yoda. How old was he?
Master Yoda. Well, are you talking about episode 1?
Yeah.
So he was about like 400 years old, maybe 500 years old. I'm not sure.
So
I think he was like
a little over 50, so he was already hitting.
He's still a toddler at the time.
Yeah, so he's gonna hit adolescence pretty soon.
So
he's gonna be that crazy.
Okay,
boy.
so Grogu. So 1 year has passed, right? A year has passed. Grogu would probably like maybe grow an inch, but he's still talking with like a baby and stuff. So
possibly.
So
unless
he's still gonna be a baby. So this Grogu is still a baby.
Unless Luke Skywalker already gave him some good training where he's able to, get out of that.
Damn, are we gonna have a trained Grogu at the end of Boba Fett?
That'd be crazy.
That's crazy because Luke Skywalker already.
And that's my theory. It's like I feel like when Grogu comes back, that's gonna probably be the introduction to that. There's gonna be the 3rd season of Mando. Right there, like that's what I'm feeling.
Well, I think so. We're either gonna get a Mandalorian season 3, or we're gonna get an Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, or we're gonna have a Ahsoka Tano. I'm not sure which one comes first, but there's a lot of talks of Kenobi right now. So I think I'm not sure. It could be the Mandalorian season 3. From what's going on with this episode, we might just go straight to Mandalorian season 3, or we're gonna have a Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah, man, either or. But yeah, of course they are in production right now with Ahsoka Tano. So yeah, either or, I don't care. I mean, I don't mind. If we're gonna get Ahsoka Tano first, Kenobi, or season 3 of Mandalorian, because to be honest, I'm so much more excited with Kenobi right now.
Yeah.
Very excited for Kenobi.
Yeah. I'm sure that's gonna be. Oh my god! I can already imagine.
Well, because Kenobi takes place after episode 3 of Star Wars.
Well,
No, it does. Not well. It does. It takes place after episode 3 of Revenge of the Sith, or maybe even after
So
Rebels. It might be after Rebels too.
well, if it's after Rebels, that means it's gonna be right after he kills Darth Maul.
Maybe. So we might, because I mean, is it Ian McGregor, or something like that, or McGregor? So he's I don't know if I said Ian, but McGregor. So yeah, we're gonna have him. Yeah, we're gonna have an older, more mature Kenobi. Yeah, so I think this is gonna take place. It's definitely it's definitely gonna be before A New Hope, because in A New Hope, Obi-Wan Kenobi is much older. He's a grandpa already. So yeah.
So maybe that's the time. Okay, because I think that's the time where he ends up having to kill Darth Maul. He was already like
Maybe.
getting older.
You
Like,
talk about Rebels?
Yeah,
You talk about Rebels, right?
no, this is after Rebels.
What's after Rebels?
Oh no,
It
no,
is
it is
Rebels,
during Rebels.
bro.
That's
It's
towards
during
the
Rebels.
end. Yes,
Yeah.
it's towards the
So
end.
after he kills Darth Maul.
Yeah, because that's kind of when you start seeing Rex, the older version of Rex.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
that was
get
cool.
older Rex, older there's Rex, who's the other two?
There was I forgot the other, but it's all the Bad Batch guys,
No.
wasn't it?
No, Bad Batch is a different team,
Who
bro.
was the team?
Rex was never
He was
part
with
of.
team. He was with.
No, man.
Well, no,
No,
but
Rex-
I'm trying to name one of the guys.
Bro, no. Bad Batch is a different group, man.
Alright, so who was it with
But if Rex is okay in Rebels, if Rex is that age, then of course the group Bad Batch is about that age too. They're almost the same age as
Yeah.
Rex, I think. Yeah, they're gonna look like Rex. They're gonna look like old geezers and stuff. So like this is during Rebels, definitely. Yeah. So we're just talking about Kenobi right now. We're just going back and forth as far as like what's gonna go on after this season, what's gonna happen on the next season of next year. If we're gonna get a Mandalorian 3, it looks like we're gonna get a Mandalorian 3, or they're just gonna push back production and just like grow this series, and then we'll just go back with Ahsoka Tano. Just follow up with her, what happened to her after the Mandalorian.
That
right?
could be a possibility.
It's gonna be after Mandalorian, right? So her story's gonna take place. Her spin-off story is gonna take place after the Mandalorian, and what happened during that time.
Yeah, the time of the
Yeah.
disappearance.
So yeah, guys.
Yeah, that was nice.
That's all I can talk about with this episode. I really love this episode so much.
Yeah,
so
man.
many callbacks, especially with that N1 Starfighter. If you guys go ahead, push your comments below. Let us know what you guys think about this episode alone, because I just miss seeing Mando. I love Boba, but I just miss seeing Mando, and the fact that he's talking more about wanting to go see Grogu back again.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
It's like 1 year later, it's like, oh man, I miss snuggling with baby Grogu.
Yeah.
My son. I miss holding my son.
I mean, now he's all alone again, so it's like I can imagine how he could feel so lonely.
Oh, he still didn't name his Starfighter though.
No.
He still didn't name his Starfighter. So,
He's gonna name it Wizard.
So yeah, he's gonna call it Wizard, Razor Wizard. Yeah, just so Wizard.
It's so Wizard.
Wizard. Okay. Wizard.
Wizard.
Something Wizard,
Paint
right?
on there.
Wizard Crest.
Man. Dude,
yeah.
that N1 Starfighter just looks so cool. Like
It's just the upgrade of this N1 Starfighter, and the
Yeah.
fact that all the upgrades made it even faster is just insane.
yeah, man, that thing
And
went.
sleek. You know what it looks like though? It looks like that starship, not star. Well, I guess I call it starship. That same starship that Queen Amidala, Padme was riding. She had a starship, and it's just as sleek as that. It has the same color formation as her starship, except her starship was much bigger. But yeah, it kind of looked like that. Just the way the aerodynamics and like the geometrics and the shape of the ship alone, it reminded me of her starship. But yeah, a lot of callbacks to episode one. I love it. That's it. That's all I can think about with this episode. Let us know what you guys think about this, and then we'll reply back to your comments.
We will.
This is by far the best introduction. I mean, again, maybe second to the best because I do like the Mandalorian. I mean the Boba Fett intro on episode 1.
Yeah, dude, it's just the fact that they made this episode the longest episodes by far out of the whole season was just
This
awesome.
is
'Cause
second.
They gave him his own 1 hour freaking episode
Spotlight.
of Spotlight.
1 hour spotlight.
And he's gonna come back, so that's good. I'm doing now. I'm looking more forward to the show.
Maybe not in the next episode because again he has to go back, go see Grogu again. I don't know what's gonna happen. He's gonna talk to Luke.
That would be crazy if when he says that, that's like him bouncing to go into the third season of looking for Grogu again and has his own little show, then comes back to another season of.
I mean, are we gonna?
Who knows? Because they're gonna be fighting. They're getting ready to fight the. Boba's getting ready to fight the Pikes, so he has to come back before the first season.
I think he's gonna get Grogu back again. I think he's gonna come back the last episode of
With
the Book of
Grogu.
Boba, maybe with Grogu. So yeah, that's my theory. So he's coming back for the last episode. They're all gonna group up. Maybe even more people are gonna come back. Look, I don't know if Ahsoka Tano's going to come back in the last episode. I don't think that makes any sense to have Ahsoka Tano come back. But yeah, it seems that Boba Fett really needs some backup and some help right now because he doesn't have that many people right now.
No, he does. He only has Black Crescentan. He has, his neighborhood. All the other people
He
that
got
are running all
the Star Wars
spices.
Spy Kids.
Exactly. He has the Spy Kids. He has the Power
He
Rangers.
has the
He has the Gamorreans.
He has
the Rancor.
He has Fennec. He still needs more.
Dude, that's gonna be sick if he rides with the Rancor.
I think he's gonna ride the
going
Rancor. Dude, I really think he's gonna ride the Rancor at the end. Yeah, man. He's getting trained right now to ride. Yeah, he's gonna.
That's what he's gonna ride instead of getting
Dude,
picked up by people.
if these guys can ride the Mythosaur, he's definitely gonna ride the Rancor, dude.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. So that's that, guys. This is our live review of this episode, Chapter 5, the Book of Boba, Season 1, Episode 5, which is called The Return
Of the Mandalorian.
of Batman. No, I'm just kidding. Of the Mandalorian, guys, not Batman.
So
Wrong movie, show. So go ahead, guys. Press that like button. If you guys have any comments, do it now before we end this video. No, I'm just kidding. Do it now. Post your comments in there. Questions. If you guys want to talk about anything, what you think about this episode, because I really love this episode. If you don't like this episode, then go ahead. Share it.
share that with us.
Other than that, you can find me in AubreyFreely_81. That is my Instagram.
And they can find me at Efra Santos. Also find our channel, which is Crown Gambit on Instagram. So make sure to look out for that. And yeah, man, I'm excited for next week.
And another reminder, of course, for those who know about our channel, the chain reaction is up. This is a chain reaction for the Book of Boba, Season 1, Episode 1, Chapter 1. What's the title again?
A Stranger to a Strange Land or something like that.
Stranger to a Strange Land, yes. Stranger to a Strange Land, that is the chain reaction for that episode. So go ahead and check that out. It's a good 45-minute, but because of the fast-paced editing and cuts of this video, you won't even feel the 45 minutes. It'll feel like 15 minutes. Like, oh shoot, that was 45 minutes? No, can't believe it.
That's true.
That's that.
That wraps it up, man.
Check out our Patreon, of course. We do have the different tiers on Patreon. And if we didn't catch your comments, if you were too shy to push your comment in this live, then you can go ahead and push your comment after this live, after this video has been posted up. Push your comment below, but check out all the tiers and the benefits of our Patreon, Crown Gambit Patreon. And yeah.
Yep. They can also check out our Buy Us a Cup of Coffee. If you guys want to support, donate, which we'll greatly appreciate that.
Tip.
Tip.
Like Starbucks.
Other than that,
Get
man,
that
big
Starbucks
shout
tip.
out to Invincible
And
to
Jason
Peltran.
Peltran. Yeah, man. So
This wraps it up, my man.
this wraps it up because it is 1:32 a.m. and it's getting late.
So thank you so much once again for sticking around, all you midnight watchers, and we'll
Night
catch you in the
owls,
next one.
nocturnal vampires.
Take care, you guys. Stay blessed.
All right, peace. I always try to do this, but you know.